Do, 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 do. Hey, what's happening, Colby? What's going on, brother? We're here trout fishing at night, man. How's the audio? Is it cool? Or does it sound pretty muffled? Because you're on top of a bucket right now. Oh shit, guys! I think we're getting a bite already. Oh yeah, that's a bite. That's a bite. It's a bite already, guys. Bite. We got fish on, guys. I think. I'll tell you a story right now, bro. But unfortunately, just mere seconds ago, fucking, I had caught on to something that was effing huge, and it was insane. Insane how fucking huge this thing was. Ripped my line, ripped my poor 2 pound test line on, because right now we're currently at a lake where shit shouldn't be bigger than 2 pounds. But sure enough, I was able to cut my line off. I think it could have been a bass, could have been a catfish, but that was no fucking trout. It was peeling drag like no other. It was insane. So we're out here playing for keeps. So I slapped on a fucking treble hook on this bitch, and yeah, we're gonna see if anything else happens. It looks like we're fish on. There's no ducks nearby. Well, there's a duck over there, but it's nowhere near my line. Kick back real quick. What's going on, JR? Bro, I hooked into something crazy at this park, which caused me to go live. It was just about like 10 minutes ago, and this thing was peeling drag. It was like, it wasn't like the trout over there at Santa Ana River Lakes. This thing was insane. And now it looks like we're getting a bite over here. Nothing, no commitment yet. I think it's eating it, but we'll see. We'll see. What y'all talking about? I can't see. I gotta sit crisscross applesauce for you guys. Maybe a carp, bro. Yeah, this thing was peeling drag, bro, and it almost spun out this thousand reel that spinning reel that I had on, and I think once it crossed the lines, it was game over. I kept stepping back to keep tension on the rod, and as soon as it crossed lines with the one on the left, which is on the completely opposite side of the lake, it was game over. So I slapped some 6 pound test, which is a lot sturdier than that 2 pound. Slapped the treble hook on it. Right now we're using the fire bait, power bait kind of brand. There's a hatchery pellet along with some garlic sauce. That seemed to do it for that other fish. So we're gonna see if we can replicate the results here. I know they just stocked this lake in the last week of April with trout, so we're gonna test our luck, see what's going on. Yeah, bro, I don't know the last time they stocked this lake with cats. I think it's late May is when they'll start doing it, but it was insane, dude. On a size 10 mosquito hook too, bro. At least I know it wasn't my knots because it didn't break at the knot. It broke at in the middle of the leader. Yeah. I never pulled a carp out of here, but we're gonna see if that's what's taking the bait. What's going on, Matthew Jones? How you doing? Mrs. isn't out here with me right now. She couldn't hang, so it's just me. we went to Yorba Linda Regional Park earlier today, and we have some missed hook sets there. Unfortunately, I had one on the huge rod, but the drag was set super low. So as soon as I try to rip the lips, it was a no-go. Hey, what are we doing playing school big rod? Yeah, I guess so, bro. It's an 8-foot rod. I don't got money to buy another trout rod right now, but it's in the works. It's originally meant to go fishing on the shoreline because that length will be able to cast out past the wave breaks. But it's only rated for like 4 to 10 pounds. Medium action rod. Oh, what's up, bro? I can't tell. I forget about your fucking what do you call it? I forget your accounts. Yeah, I like it, bro, because sometimes when those trout are out deep, you can cast the line out pretty far. I mean, that's what it's designed to do, right? And you can hit spots like on the opposite side of the bank if you wanted to, without having to creep up and spook the fish. I don't know. We have commitment on the right rod yet. Candy Love, get the hell out of here, bro. The one I reeled in last week was super smooth. Yeah, dude. People say don't spend the money on those reels and the rods, but honestly, in the end, it kind of, if it won't fail on you. The drag is super nice. Because I notice on these cheapy rods, you do 2 clicks to the left and it's too much. It's not really that slight in difference. Yeah, this one's originally like a 9-foot rod, but I think I broke the tip off of it. Well, I know I broke the tip off of it, so it's like an 8.5 rod now. Yeah, exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. The one on the left has seen a lot of saltwater action, but I've rinsed them out thoroughly. But God knows I've missed like the internals of one. Yeah, I got some real oil too, but I bought that like in 2015. I'm pretty sure that shit's gone bad too, or it's not the best it could be because it's just been sitting in my tackle box in the heat. Gone through so many tackle box cleanings with that on, so it's probably caked with oil and all that. Probably got to get all my reels serviced, honestly. When was that, Colby? I slapped some treble hooks onto this motherfucker, and I don't think that I think it was a little too big for whatever I'm catching. It's power bait though, so it should be able to eat it no problem because it just glides in. No diddy. How's the audio, guys? Is it pretty okay? I know because I have you guys sitting right on top of a bucket, so I'm not too sure. Let's see here. Let me put the all messages. Let's see here. Do a recast on these. I don't want to wait here another 15 minutes just to figure out the ate my bait. Not really a lot of resistance, so I feel like it ate the bait off of this. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna dip this in some garlic sauce again. Do a little recast. Probably do the same with the other rod. not gonna catch a fish all night if I keep fucking up like this. This one, I'm probably gonna do night crawler, inflated night crawler. Magic stuff's working anymore. Man, I tell you, this shit lasts longer than power bait though. Fire baits, way to go. Let's slap a night crawl on there real quick, guys. Real quick. We got this worm nice and vaccinated with some air. I'll launch this guy a little bit towards the bank on the other side. Here's a good spot. So my bad, bro. I had to do a quick recast. Shut up, Colby, you fucking hater. Just a bunch of pedos looking at your butt, bro. Don't get it twisted. I think the main reason I don't go live that often is because I don't really want to make my girl uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you go live, it's like it's kind of you can't really be yourself. So and then I'm mainly, I mean, I'm most all the time just go fishing with my girlfriend, except for like times like right now where she just wants to stay home and chill out. Hey man, at least I ain't begging for people for tripods, bro. It's all good. I work for my shit, man. You ask your little daddy for his credit card every time you want to go and buy some baits or make some baits your own. Take a seat, Colby. Take a seat. Nah, JR, it's not about that, man. Like, every time I go fishing with you, man, it's like I'm not there to just like take stuff from you guys. You know what I mean? And I have phone chargers at home. I have extra chairs, but I just don't bring them. Because I'm like, I bring my bucket and I'm perfectly content with my bucket. So, you know, I guess it's just like I'm not too materialistic, you know? Like the other day, you tried to offer me your phone charger, and I was just like, oh man, like I know I got a phone. I got tons of fucking of power banks at home. It just the sole fact that I wasn't prepared, and I feel like you shouldn't make up for me being unprepared. You know what I mean? Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. No, like it's trust me, it's all love. I feel it, bro. It's I'm very appreciative. But I was like, when you gave me that charger, I was just thinking to myself, like, man, I know that charger is gonna get lost along with all the other ones I have at home, and it's gonna look like I don't appreciate things, or it's like I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? Once I start learning to appreciate my own things and making sure that I got my own stuff together that I know that I have, then it's just like, then I'll start, you know, taking stuff like that. But in rare cases, man, because God knows if like one of your power banks goes out or all this other stuff, and then it's just like, oh, shoot, it's always good to have a backup. But I give the backup one to Orp, and he doesn't use it. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro, I've been trying to get that Ryobi charger though. If you want to give me the Ryobi charger, bro, then I'll take it. I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. All right, guys, I'm pretty thirsty. I'm gonna go get some water real quick. I'm gonna go to a car. God knows it's gonna start hitting, so watch my poles. Junior, call me if I get a bite, because I don't have any bell indicators with me at the moment. Let's see here. Oh shit, my ugly ass face. Alright, we're back. Nah, bro, I used to have a Makita. I used to have a Makita Tools Everything, but my charger went out, and so did the batteries because they were just really old. They were originally from, I think, like their batteries from like 2019. I don't know, those batteries only last so long, where they don't hold charge anymore, or they refuse to get charged. And I had like that. I don't know where it's at, but I had the Makita charging adapter as well, where you put in your ports and whatnot. But I like the Ryobi one a lot better because you can actually plug something in, like like a low wattage appliance if you wanted to. So you can like hook up your lights, which is really cool. Some LED lights. So I might look into just getting a whole Ryobi battery setup, probably just like on OfferUp or whatnot. I know Independence Day is coming up too, so I'll probably look into taking advantage of their deals, or if one's just really good to pass up on OfferUp or like Craigslist, then I'll probably just go through that route. Colby, at least I ain't showing my butt for likes, bro. Cálmate, cabrón. I'm gonna be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. Nothing new. Nothing new. Nah, guys, my car is just like right there. The parking lot's right there. It's all good. They could steal this cheap ass phone and I'll just claim insurance. Nah, Colby, I have some ideas, man, to upgrade the live stream. So first off is the tripod. Second off is to fix my front camera. Is to fix my front camera, or the screen at least, or probably just get a new phone, because I notice a lot of the people that get a majority of the likes, they are actually facing the camera. They're talking to the people. You know, there's so much that you could do that's like commentating from the back. So I mean, like some examples, you have Colby obviously talking to people up front. reading the comments. You have Skipjack Cindy. You have Thunderstruck in the beginning of the lives. You have NJ Fishing. So a lot of these successful like YouTube streamers are facing the camera. They're engaging with the audiences. You gotta wake up Fishy Things. You gotta get a Emmykins. You gotta log into Fishy Things account, all three of his accounts, and like the stream. It'll look better for the people tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Fishy Things does that too. Where he's reading off where they're using another device and they're just reading off the comments. Hope he's doing all right, Emmykins. Right now, earlier today, we had a little bite, but no commitment. And then the one with the blue glow stick. Not sure if you can see that. The one with the blue glow stick hooked onto something big. We were on power bait and some garlic sauce, and it peeled the drag. It almost peeled off all the line off the reel, off the size 1,000 reel. So I know there's some big fish out here. So we're threw on some 6-pound line instead of the 2-pound. Added some treble hooks, and we're hoping for a different result. Yeah, that's awesome. And me and the missus are planning up a trip to go to Mammoth. I've been thinking about it in a month, so I'll be kind of seizing on fishing and just working a ton, trying to pay off the Airbnb and trying to get funds for the trip, because she's taking her daughter as well. So we gotta plan out food, and we gotta plan out stuff to do with the kid. It's a whole different expense, but we'll get it in the bag. Just have your dad read out all the nonsense. A mic would be cool, JR. I was thinking about a mic. I think a really decent one. I think they have a lot of cool ones for $20 to $30 on Amazon. And you can like wear a hat like Berko does. And I think it has an 80-foot radius, so you can you could go to the car or still chat. What I thought would be really cool though, if there was like a little earpiece, like a little AirPod, and it would read you out every single comment that's being put out. Cindy, what's going on? We had a huge bite earlier today. It was on a live stream. You're just gonna have to take my word for it, but this rod on the far right was peeling drag, an insanely huge fish that we got on, but we lost him unfortunately. It was on 2-pound test and like a little size 10 mosquito hook. We're out here going for trout, so we switched up to 6-pound test and a treble hook. Make sure we really lock into that fish, because we're going for keeps, unless it's a carp. Catfish I'll take, but we're mainly going for trout today, or at least that's the plan. It's all good. I was bummed out for 5 minutes, but that happens a lot. So I'm pretty used to it. Right now, I'm in the midst of trying to find the fish, so I'm probably gonna maybe do a recast on the far right one. There's no bites, so I'm probably just gonna cast it straight away into the lake and see if any of the fish are in deeper because it's cooler water. I know I touched the water right now and it's pretty warm, so I'm guessing they're pretty lethargic up by the shoreline. And this lake at night is riddled with street lights. And I read up that these fish don't really like these bright lights. So this is one of the areas where it's pretty secluded and like there's lights behind me, but it's not directly blinding the fish and making them unable to use their kind of their senses and their vision at night to kind of just hone in on the bait. All right, catch you later, Colby. Thanks for tuning in, brother. All right, catch you later, Aaron Kins. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now let's go for a recast. I like to do that every 15 minutes or so, 15 to 30 minutes. If there's no bites, then the fish aren't there, in my mind. Try a different scent this time. We're gonna do the smelly jelly sardine. Launch is right in the middle of the lake. It's a good spot right there. Pretty dark and secluded. some brand new hatchery pellet on there. That spot's gonna be trouble, so I'm gonna do something a little farther away from the bank, not too far though. We're gonna find these trout, guys. We're gonna find them. Ah, man, I gotta say, Chris, cause applesauce. You guys are too low for me. I'll catch you later, Colby. Man, is it already midnight? Oh shit, yeah, it's half an hour past midnight. It's crazy. Time flies when you're fishing, man, I tell you. Especially like when you're sitting in the river lakes, that day goes by so quick. I don't know what I like more, either fishing in the morning or fishing at night. I feel like fishing at night's more exciting, because that's when everything likes to feed, right? Put my jacket on, it's getting a little chilly out here. Man, I got no obligations right now, so honestly, if this doesn't work out, I'm gonna switch spots, because I know there's some big fish in here. I think we kind of just spooked them, honestly, with the fish that we caught. So everyone, all the fish around this area are kind of on high alert. Let's see what our charge is on our battery. 55%. So we're doing good. We're doing all right. You know what? Let me go to my car real quick. I'm gonna plug in the portable charger that I have. Get that thing going. I think that'd be a good idea. Get that thing going, and I'll be right back, guys. Cause I know the fish are gonna start biting as soon as I leave. That theory has always worked out. So we do manage to switch spots. We'll be able to live stream everything. I'll be right back, guys. Gotta get my car keys first. That'd be a good idea. Damn, my dumbass forgot to bring this battery charger, man. I'm telling you, JR. I won't prepare today. It's all good. You fail to prepare, then you're gonna prepare to fail. It's all good. We'll still have a good time. Make sure we get a fish on for you guys before the live ends. Alright guys, we got the hose spot set up. All nice and neat. Not too far of a walk, but it's like in a completely different area of the lake. We'll probably have a better hookup ratio because it's nice and dark and you have all these bright lights. Sometimes where you're at is just not where the fish are at. It could make sense too, because this part of the lake is right next to the parking lot, right? So it's probably the really heavy pressured area of the lake. Alright guys, we're gonna go on a quick little trip. Alright. What's up, Jay Sharp? Looks like a swimming pool with all that cement around the border. Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, hopefully we're able to land a decent sized fish, Cindy. That's the plan. The missus is sleeping right now. I'm out here fishing. It's a pretty well-lit park. And I can see a 360-degree peripheral of my surroundings, so it's not like there's anyone that's gonna sneak up on me or some shit. I'm the apex predator of this park. I'll set y'all down over here. Get you guys a good view of the long neck chickens that we have here. long neck chickens. This guy, we're gonna put a natural night crawl on this bad boy. I'm gonna sauce this guy up with some of the smelly jelly sardine. See some activity in the water. Not a bad sign. Pretty big ripple. Get some nice smelly jelly on this worm. This guy, we're gonna cast it out a little bit more to the left. Nothing crazy. How's the view on that, guys? Let me know. Alright guys, we're at a new spot now. For those who just tuned in, we had an awesome bite earlier today, or earlier in the night. Fortunately, it snapped off the line. It was just 2 pound test. Nothing much I could do about it. Sometimes you just don't get lucky like you want. So we have two different types of bait presentations. We have a power bait made by Fire Bait, I believe, along with some garlic sauce, and then on the green, not sure if it pops up on your screen, but the pole closest to us has a night crawler on the treble hook, inflated with some smelly jelly sardine. Both are Carolina rigs. So I know they stocked this lake on the last week of April, so we're gonna see if there's any holdover left. It's been pretty hot these past couple of days, so we're gonna see if the trout are still lethargic to eat, but we've been getting some pretty good bites, so who knows. Could have been a huge ass trout, but I don't think they stock trout that big where they just snap off the line. That's it. Quick crisscross applesauce again, guys. Read your chats, my bad. Murphy's in the chat. What's up, brother? Yeah, originally we're going for trout. No, man, we're actually playing Smurfy, to answer your question if I'm afraid of long drives, we're actually planning a trip to go up to Mammoth in the next month or so, from July 7th to the 11th. Not sure if we're going to be able to go live, but we'll definitely take some nice video of the stuff we catch for sure. And maybe hopefully do a long form video of that. Because the last time we were there, we were able to catch limits the entire time in the fall. With the beginning of June, we could be hitting with some overcast, maybe a little bit cooler weather before we get into that scorching summer heat that the trout hate. So, ooh, that was a big bass. That was a big bass boil right there. Skipjack Cindy, what's going on? Sorry guys, I'm kind of behind in the chat. Northern Nevada, that's cool. Trying to go to Oceano Dunes for fish and camp this summer if anyone's interested. Drive up on the beach to fish and camp right there. Oh yeah, dude, my girlfriend and I are always down for some fishing. Some beach fishing for sure. Yeah, originally we're out here trying to go for some trout, but something bigger than the trout, or big ass trout. Almost ran my reel dry. So we're gonna try to do we put some 6-pound test instead of the 2-pound. And hopefully we're gonna go for that bigger fish that are in here, apparently. Lazy camping. I ain't setting up a tent. I'm either sleeping in the back of the truck in the open or sleeping in the cab. That's the way to do it, man. Fortunately, I don't have a truck, so we're gonna have to resort to tent camping. Probably get a nice 6-person tent though, so we get all the space we need. I know sleeping on sand is a lot more comfortable than sleeping on uneven pavement. Yeah, we were debating whether or not we should go camping in Mammoth Lakes, but we figured that you know, since I mean, not to be sexist or anything, but guys can backpack and do all that crazy stuff and be fine. But I know since we're taking the missus' daughter, kids like to be on their electronics all the time, so we'll probably be better off having a place where everyone can shower, being able to do laundry, and sleep in a nice, comfortable bed without having to worry about bears and stuff like that, and kind of just have a better all-over experience. So, right, we were able to find a nice Airbnb for about $600, and we just put like a little quick down payment, so we have like a month to pay it off. Yeah, it was like a $600 Airbnb for 5 days, 4 nights, which isn't bad at all. And then the total amount of gas that we're planning to spend up there is probably about $200. Since we do like going to this spot called Virginia Lakes, which is in between Mammoth Lakes and this area that was, I forget what it's called. It's not Bishop. It's further north. Anyways, yeah, it's a bit of a drive, probably like 40-minute drive. You do pass the Mono Lake, which is I guess apparently the largest inhabitants of brine shrimp. So all the brine shrimp that you purchase, frozen brine shrimp that you purchase for aquariums and stuff like that, that's where it's all harvested. So it's pretty interesting. It's an all salt lake, and I think 15-20 minutes past that body of water, you hit up Virginia Lakes, which is this nice, secluded lake. Not a lot of people go there. At least the time that we went, the previous time, and it was a overall great experience. Limits every time we went there, but there are some bears though. Some inhabitants that like to they don't attack people. I think one of the bears did attack someone because they got a little too close for the photos. But they mainly go for the stringers of fish that people leave behind when they're running away from these bears. The bears know that, so they usually don't cause any people issues. Yeah, my girlfriend loves camping. The only thing is that she's kind of having more back pain as the years go by. So I think a nice, comfortable bed for her would probably be best for everyone. She doesn't have to wake up every morning with a stiff back, and she has like this. If anyone's ever had sciatic back pain, it's intense and it doesn't go away, and it's one of the most uncomfortable back pains you could get is that sciatica. I've woken up to a black bear around my tent before too. Yeah, man, total uneasy feeling, man, because you kind of humbles you a little bit, but you got to remember that I mean, in most instances, you got to make yourself bigger than the bear, right? You can't be dumb about it either. You got to know your place sometimes too. As long as you keep the food out of reach, put all your dirty dishes in one area where they're not able to get to it. You don't have any food in the tent, you should be all right. I have severe back pain, so I get it. Yeah, man. Knock on wood, but I haven't had any severe chronic back pain. But I know a couple coworkers that have, for the dumbest reasons, never had the same back as they've had in the past. We had this one guy that was shoveling gravel in the back of the truck bed, slipped, didn't fall, just kind of had a almost fell down, but with that quick jerk movement, fucked his back up for life. He had to be out for a long time. I think he had a slipped disc in his back, and it's never been the same since. Just by shoveling gravel in the back of a bed of a truck. Did not fall or anything, just a quick jerk movement, was able to do it. Yeah, I try to savor the moments, but when they're in that transition age where they don't want to do anything with the fam, yeah, man, they won't take it for granted though in the future. I remember all the times where I was being a little brat, being like, I don't want to do anything with you guys, and then I kind of just regret it and kind of do enjoy the moments where I did hang out with my family and did all that fun stuff. So it might not look like it now, but trust me, in the future, they'll have all these amazing stories to tell to their friends and being able to enjoy the moment then. Damn, guys, nothing is biting. So I guess what we're gonna do is switch out the Nightcrawler, and then we're gonna go with a mice tail. We're gonna switch out that hook, slap a mice tail on it, and see if that does anything different. We're gonna put a neon green and orange, cause that's the last time we were here, we were able to land uh, an 11-inch trout. It was a pretty skinny guy, but we were able to get bites on that when nothing else was working. And get that rigged up for you guys. You guys can enjoy the view of the geese for the meantime. Alright guys, let's get this rig changed up. I mean, a brand new rig for this guy. Alright guys, ready to go. Sorry about that. It's kind of hard to fucking tie a knot in the dark. That spot, right by the other side of the bank, where it's also dark. Help us out a lot to our advantage. Be able to go to the other side of the bank without spooking all those fish. Alright. What I miss? Us parents aren't cool anymore. Man, you guys are cool. The kids just gotta get with the program. Yeah, exactly. You gotta force them, man. They'll remember for sure. Stem cells, yeah. My girlfriend got surgery for her back, and she's still. Uh, Honestly, I don't even know why they offer surgery for the back surgery, and it never ends well for people. I was clever and helped my dad mixing concrete. My body's acting up this week. Yeah, mixing concrete by hand is no fun. Not a good time at all. Two failed back surgeries, yeah, bro. Jackson, what's going on, brother? Thanks for tuning in, man. I've had knee surgery before. Well, not technically not knee surgery. Nothing had to be replaced. It was just a meniscal tear, and ended up being fine afterwards. Knee's not giving any problems. Sometimes it does lock up every now and then, but it hasn't happened in a long time. So knock on wood, my body's in tip-top shape later. Somebody that wait to operate on my neck, and my back said no. A friend did it, and she was paralyzed for 3 years. She was walking, but in a lot of pain. Yeah, see, exactly. And now they're catching up. Yeah, man. I don't know. I feel like for girls, like their hormones, like they hit hard, like when they're growing up. For boys, not so much, but definitely growing up in a household full of girls, no bueno. Let me catch up to the chat, guys. Jackson, so far, brother, nothing, man. We had a nice bite earlier. Wasn't on the live. You're just gonna take my word for it. We had a nice bite on the pole in front of us. We were at a different spot then, but we switched spots to see if we can get any more active bites. But it looks like the fish are sleeping right now. No, nothing yet. Nothing catching interest. So yeah, man, that's what it's been so far. But it's all good. I got all the time in the world, except for you guys. You guys got about 36% of battery left, and it's going by quick. So, and I have no battery charger, so I'll probably wrap up the live till the battery runs out. Hopefully, we can get a fish on. Doing everything I can. We've been switching baits, switching locations, mixing up the casts. Nothing yet. It's more of a bait and wait kind of game right now. Let me put you guys back down. I did make the mistake though, coming here with no snacks. I just have my vape to keep me company. It's all good though. Well, the car is not too far of a walk. So, and there's people here playing basketball and stuff. So it's a pretty busy park considering it's past midnight. So I'm not too concerned about my safety. Plus, I did wrestling in high school, man. So I think I can defend myself. Nah, bro, I'm probably so out of shape. My suplexes weren't like they used to be. I'm trying to sit in this chair, but I can't really see you guys' chat. Sit on the ground, crisscross applesauce. The way I found out about stem cells was from a guy who was getting them in his knees, so I got them for my upper back and it worked wonderful for after about 6 months. Next surgery went good. That's awesome, brother. I was gonna go fishing yesterday, but I ate too much at lunch. Went home, took a nap. Yeah, man, it happens, bro. That's why I haven't been on all these streams lately, man. You probably haven't seen me on them because I've just been out fishing with the missus. She's been catching fish now, man. She's been tallying up the numbers. We hooked onto a really nice catfish last night, and my dumbass missed the shot, and then the line got tangled in the net, and the catfish broke off. But she wasn't too bummed out about it. She doesn't really like catfishing. She's mostly a trout kind of person, hence why we're going up to Mammoth Lakes, because they just had their season opener in April. But that time it was still snowing, so hopefully June 1st comes around. It's going to be a lot warmer weather. And we got a police pursuit going on right now too. Yeah, that's crazy. If I could help anyone avoid pain, I would. I've had enough pain for more than 100 people should endure in a lifetime. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Pain's the worst, man. Do a quick little recast on the far right pole, real quick. There are a lot of ducks over here, so we might get some false strikes, but we'll see. We haven't had that problem so far. be awesome. Maybe a turtle. Oh, yeah, we're on something, guys. Oh, nice little bluegill. Alright, we'll take it. We're on a little bluegill, guys. Oh, yeah. We didn't get skunked today, guys. Nice little bluegill. We'll take it. No skunk. That's a good sign. You swallowed the hell out of that hook, though. I'm gonna put him down for real quick. Thought I was getting bites, but I wasn't sure. So that was on the Ort break, JR. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Alright. So we caught it on the Ort break, which is basically a broken off head of the mice tail, along with the neon green worm. Not part of a mice tail. It's the tail of it, but it's you bite them in a different package. Might be able to get it out. Oh, there you go. Came right out. These surgical pliers that you get from Harbor Freight for about like $3 are a lifesaver for all these fish that get gut hooked. I'm gonna show you that rig again. Put this guy back in the water. There you go, guys. Nice little bluegill. He ate the ground already. All right, put him back. Should have left him on there. To be quite honest with you, probably would have got something a little bigger. My first thought was I think I had got a turtle because it was flopping in the water, causing a lot of drag, but there you go, guys. This is the Orp rig. This is the one I caught my PB on, a 3.5 pound trout, the head of a mice tail with a neon green worm, and a size 8 mosquito hook. You feed the hook right through the middle of the ball here. And the only reason I did this, to be quite honest with you, is because this worm kept sinking. So I was like, to get it up into that higher up in the water column, added this little tiny piece of, you guess you could call it an egg or the head of a mice tail, and then put that neon green worm. And it's been catching fish like crazy ever since. I'm not sure what it is about this profile. Maybe the fish don't recognize it. They haven't seen anything like it before, so they strike it. It's been working wonderfully. Yeah, I caught a weenie one. I thought I was seeing the glow stick move, but I thought it was just the current from all the ducks swimming by around the line. That's hilarious, though. Green worm and sardine. I'd actually put, by accident, I put some garlic this time around, so hopefully that doesn't change much. But yeah, green worm and sardine, bro. It's been working. It's never failed. So far on that rig, we've caught catfish. My girl was able to catch a catfish, a 2 pound catfish, using 2 pound test. Still impressed. Using that same rig, size 8-10 mosquito hook with a worm in the head of a mice tail. So we've caught bluegill, trout. I mean, I think all that's left is bass, but bass practically anything. Yeah, Junior's been slaying them, dude. A 9 pound trout, I can't even comprehend that. On camera, it already looks huge, but I can't imagine in person. That thing probably looks like a full on whale. If anyone wants to comment one bluegill, so I can pin the message, to let people know we haven't been skunked, I'd appreciate that. Maybe between us, we can just put like a 9 pound trout. Just keep it between us. uh, Junior was first, so I'll pin Junior's. And J Sharp, I totally forgot I'll add you as a moderator. One 9 pound bluegill. Imagine, that'd be insane. What would that even look like? Honestly, I'm gonna get into fish keeping and just trying to crossbreed all the massive bluegill I can find. So we get this ultra tank new species of bluegill that eats bass. And catfish for appetizers. Yeah, that's the first time in 3 days. First fish in 3 days. Totally not like me, guys. I swear to God. From stringers full of trout at Santa Ana River Lakes to one bluegill. I will say though, the rod that my girlfriend caught the catfish on, it was my rod. I was just gracious enough to let her reel it in, but she did land it though. Yeah, man, I can't imagine just because for us it was $90 just for two adults, bro. It was $90 for two adults. They do have this. My girlfriend and I were looking at their overnight special, which is two adults and up to three kids for $125, and it looks like it's from 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. till 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. the next day, which isn't bad because you do have that afternoon bite and you have that morning sesh too, along with a little bit of the afternoon. Great deal. And we were thinking about doing that for Mother's Day, but that might be a little bit too much for the kiddo. Murphy, there are some good damn hunting and fishing in Utah and Wyoming. I've heard, bro. I've been blessed that way before being in a 20 car pileup shortly after moving to Nevada. So, like, where are the prime fishing spots in like Nevada? Would it be like taking a trip to like Tahoe or? Cause I'm not really familiar with the Nevada area. All I know, and this is my ignorance, is Reno, Nevada, and Las Vegas. That's just a geese, guys. Been taking forever to work on these new vids I'm doing, but I think even SoCal folks might be very familiar with where some of the scenes take place. Lake Mead has good fishing. Noted, noted. Alright, guys, we're at 28%. We're trying to land at least a trout for you guys. If it's a carp, we'll take a carp. We got 6 pound tests. We're ready for these fuckers. The lakes around me aren't very good fishing, unfortunately. Yeah, man, that's kind of like out here. Like, unless you do saltwater, you have all these like urban lakes or Santa Ana River lakes where you got to pay to go fish at. But I'm pretty sure once catfish season starts coming in, full blast, and they start planting just catfish, it's gonna be a lot more action out here because it's kind of in like that intermittent period where they slow down on the trout and they're vamping up the catfish. There's not a lot of holdover on these lakes. If I can catch another bluegill, you guys. all good. I'm thinking we're going to cast, since the outer banks hasn't been really productive for us, I'm going to cast right in the middle. See if that changes anything up for us. Get some of these long neck chickens out of the area. Oop. Might get a bite, guys. I don't know. Or is that just me? Is that just me? My bad. That's my fat ass, guys. My bad. My bad, my bad. How to keep it interesting. Make people think I'm getting a bite. You guys laughing at me in the comments? Catch you later, Jackson. Thank you so much for tuning in, brother. I don't know, guys. I'm running out of ideas here, so I need some suggestions. So we have mice tails. We have power baits of all different colors, all different flavors. More specifically, we have a corn. We have a garlic chartreuse. We have a neon green. That's no specific scent on it. It just says that it's power scented. We have night crawlers. We have treble hooks. We have mosquito hooks. We have floats. Right now, we currently have the Orp rig, and we have hatchery pellet power bait with some sardine juice on it. The last thing that had worked out where we got that runner was on the hatchery pellet and garlic, but that hasn't been producing. So I put some smelly jelly sardine on it. See if we get a different result. Senko, bro. I don't have any Senkos on me, unfortunately. I only have trout gear. That was a duck that passed the line. I don't know. We might be able to catch a duck, guys. We'll see. I'm gonna lay down for a little bit, guys. I gotta readjust my back. Come on, fish. What are you guys even doing up this late, man? What, you guys got work in the morning? I appreciate it, Cindy. Thank you. Let's see what percentage we're on right now. 22%, so we're not doing too bad. I thought we were gonna be like on 15%, but that hasn't happened yet. I appreciate it, JR. So 7-Eleven taquitos sound pretty good right now, though. I will tell you that. It's the only reputable place I could find some food right now, besides Taco Bell. I won't break the bank. Come on, fish. The reason my theory is that, and I've always seen trout, they get in kind of like this corral method where they always hug the side of the bank because, I don't know, it just lets them know where they're at. I guess it's easier to find food when they're along the side of the bank, besides being like in the middle. The one thing I haven't tried though is just casting like 10 feet out from where I'm at and then crossing my fingers. Yeah, sometimes Taco Bell will betray you. It'd be dope if they had some like vending machines. The honey bun sounds pretty good right now. Man, that's crazy though. I remember growing up. Sometimes we had sleep for dinner. If you couldn't find anything in the fridge, falling asleep would probably be your best option. Hell yeah! My dad always used to buy the Del Taco party packs, where it was like the 6 cheese burritos and the 6 tacos. We need to kill those. Or an infamous dad dinner would probably be the Jack in the Box tacos when there were 2 for $1. Man, $15 would have got you 30 tacos and would have filled up everyone and then some leftovers if you're still hungry. I think the fish are just asleep, guys. They know it's almost 2 o'clock here. Ugh. Let's get a spot. I don't want to cast it too close to where I'm at because there's always this kind of reed by the bank. Yeah, probably guys, just to play it safe, I'll probably call that live when the battery runs out or it's pretty close. No one left in the park here but me. It's all good though. Prepared if these motherfuckers wanna find out. Fuck around and find out. I do have corn though. Not to chum the waters, but you can put it on the hook. See what bites it. The only thing is that it's not a refillable pack of corn, so it's like sort of a waste, in my opinion. But we do have that option. On the other side, we didn't get skunked, so I'd be fine calling it a night. Put on a different presentation of power bait. I still have this treble hook on and probably slap on some corn power bait, see if that switches things up. That nice fluorescent yellow of the corn power bait might do the trick. Cause a little bit more visibility for these fuckers. If they want to get the corn, then they can get the corn all they fucking want. Right on. No sense this time. See if that changes that stuff up. Nice, beautiful cast. Like always. Let's see what you guys are packing. Wait, what? McChickens? Most of these kids are spoiled, including my own, but we spoil the next generation as much as we can with good intentions. We don't want them to experience the same hardships we did. Yeah, man, that's what it's all about, bro. Like, you know, when I was a kid, I didn't get to travel as much, you know, so and get to see the world. Well, not necessarily the world, but like even I didn't get to see Hollywood until I was like 14. You can believe it or not, and I lived just 40 minutes away from it. It was a trip when I first saw the Hollywood sign, though, because I mean, not that necessarily that was like sheltered, but you know, my parents never had the, I don't know, they just never took us there. And then my daughter's kid gets to go to Mammoth and experience some good fishing and experience outdoors. And deer run rapid there, so it's gonna be nice having her exposed to all those awesome memories. I remember the McChicken sandwiches being on the dollar menu. I used to grab a change from my sofa cushion just to see if I could get some McChicken sandwiches. And I used to walk like 4 blocks to go to my nearest McDonald's to buy some McChicken sandwiches on a hot summer day, along with some high C fruit punch or the high C. It wasn't the fruit punch. It was like the orange one. It used to be big chillin'. Catch you later, Cindy. Thanks so much for tuning in. Yeah, man. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this place, but Soup Plantation used to be the shit. Their clam chowder was amazing. They had unlimited like breadsticks and stuff like that too. I mean, it was kind of like a buffet style with like all the salads that you could ever want, and they were like great salads too. They weren't like the Sizzler bar type of salads where they only had iceberg lettuce and stuff like that. Nah, this place is loaded. It was those stimulus checks. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jay Sharp. Sorry, Cindy. I was backtracked on the chat. My apologies. Oh man, at 23 years old, hopefully she's able to navigate through that, man. I know with all the modern science and medical sciences that we have now, it's a little bit easier to manage, but it's still challenging for someone that's never had it before to get it. So, my heart goes out to them for sure. It's all good. I hope they come through it okay. I'm sure they will, brother. One of the glow sticks are moving. Could just be the wave or the wind. Might be kind of hard for you guys to see, but I don't know. It just looks like a big blur. Oh, what was that? Holy shit! What was that, guys? I think that was a fucking koi fish or a huge goldfish because that thing was orange. Man, where's a cast net when you want when you need one? Well, it swam past my bait. It wasn't interested at all. Interested in it at all. The fuck was that? It wasn't a duck. Man, I'm out here losing, guys. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna go on the search, guys. We're gonna figure out what the fuck that was. Let me take a look at the bank too, see what's up. Yeah, see, there's a ton of reeds. Just wait for a hand to pop out and shit. Yeah, probably someone turned their pet loose and it just got huge. I know in Laguna Lake there's a lot of koi fish out there, so if you're interested in catching like carp and like koi fish, there's definitely a couple big ones that are apparently massive. That's probably what I hooked into earlier. Was that was a giant koi fish or goldfish? Who knows? Oh man, we're at the 10% battery mark, guys. All right, so we're gonna start packing up. Looks like we're not gonna catch anything else much, but that can all change. We were at Yorba Linda Park, and um, right before we had to leave the park at 9 o'clock, we started getting a ton of bites. Um, but we decided to just head back home. I didn't catch anything, so I still had that drive to at least try to get something into the water. I did have a really good fight earlier, but lesson learned that at night fishing, we're at least gonna go 6 pound test, because God knows what that was. It probably was a bass, because I know usually for trout, they'll put up a fight and they'll go from one side to another. But this guy was just driving it straight back into like the deepest part of the lake, and it was like peeling that drag. I thought when I was getting close, I thought I was tiring him out, and he still was like putting up a huge fight. So it definitely was like a carp or a bass of sorts. Just a bummer that I wasn't able to make that happen, but it's all right. There's always tomorrow, a different day. We might we might get a buzzer beater. Who knows? All right, I'm gonna start packing up, getting everything situated. So we got the pack set up. That's cool. Reel in the big guy. Trying to rip that power bait in the water. I was gonna go for like one more last cast, but I know the battery's running out, so I'm gonna play it safe. It's always tomorrow. Or today, I should say. Get my trusty old bucket. Yeah, I will say a lot of weird stuff does come making their appearances at night. Like, I don't know what the fuck that was. It was just a fish skimming across the top, but it was like a neon orange fish of some sort. Couldn't really tell you what it was, but either a carp or the Loch Ness Monster of Cerritos. If you guys want to stick around, you guys can join me at a 7-Eleven or Taco Bell, whatever's open. We can go all grab a bite together. Get those watch hours. Alright, I think I got everything, so we're ready to roll. Man, that still breaks my heart though, man. That fish really put up a really good fight. I wish I at least saw what it was. It was coming right by the bank and then swam right towards the middle of the lake again until it eventually crossed my other line. Let's see here, did I leave anything behind? Oh, okay. Got all my rod holders with me. I'm gonna set you guys down real quick. Thought I locked myself out for a second there. That would have been bad. Okay. No good. Alright guys, my bad. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Sorry the phone died, but it's gonna be a wrap for today. Gonna have a quick bite. Much love to everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will catch you guys on the next one. Hopefully we can catch more than the bluegill. But thank you guys again. I'll catch y'all later. Adios.